phones, apps, computers, AI, the list goes on, doesn't it? It seems like technology is taking over the world. So I think it's time we roll back the years a little bit. So with that in mind, no drones, no bait boats, no alarms, no head torches. This is no-tech carp angling. Well, a warm welcome back to the channel, guys, for another edition of Always Carp Fishing. This one, a little bit different, no tech, no alarms, none of that business. We are definitely rolling it back to what, the late 70s would it be? When did the first bite alarm come out? Early 80s? I don't know when it was. If you do know, put it in the comments. When was the first bite alarm out? Anyway, we're rolling back the years. We're getting rid of all the tech and we're going to see if we can catch a carp on stripping it back to basics. So I've arrived at my syndicate water. It looks absolutely stunning where we've sort of chosen to sort of nest up for the next 24 hours. Me and Hound Dog have had a good walk about, walking in other swims, but for this one, this looks absolutely prime where I am now. I've got a lovely, lovely breeze pushing in here. For me, my main target is going to be focusing over on that far bank, that lovely snaggy margin that's crying out carp. There's a lovely set of pads there as well. And I just feel over there is where I'm going to have a good chance of a bite, especially with this wind pushing in. I've got a few options as well, left and right. I've got a couple of overhanging willows to my right-hand side, some pads to my left. So there's other sort of areas I can put other, maybe the third rod. But predominantly, I'm going to be baiting over there, boilie only approach, and yeah, we'll see how we're going to get on. But without further ado, what I'm going to do, get all the bits and pieces out, get the bivvy up, get the rods ready, and then we'll talk you through the session on how we're going about trying to catch a carp with no tech. So we are pretty much ready to get the session underway here. House is up. The three amigos are ready to go out. I haven't sorted the rigs out yet, but I will get onto them very shortly. Behind me looks really strange. So no tech means no alarm. So you'd be probably thinking, well, how are you going to register a bite? How are you going to know if the rod's rattling off? So I've got a cunning plan for that, which is borrowing a method from our sea angling brothers. So yeah, we're going back to the old school way of rod bells. So these are the little kiddies. These are rod fishing bells, mega popular on the sort of sea angling front, and this is what I'm going to be using to register a bite if I get one during this session. Obviously I'm only sort of 10 foot away in the bivvy. I'm a very light sleeper anyway, but I'm going to be using 2 of these per rod. So one is going to be used alongside the bobbin, sort of clipped onto the line, but it's an easy sort of unscrew. When I strike, if we get a fish, I can strike into it. I can then just unclip the rod bell. That'll fall to the floor and I can play the fish. And then the other one is going as the sea fishing lads set it up as well. The other one is going to go on the very tip of the rod. So as I'm getting that sort of bounce on the bite, my rod tips are going to be slightly higher in the air. So as the fish is taking line and bouncing its head, that rod bell on the end of the rod, on the tip of the rod, will be bouncing around. So between the two of them, being the bobbin and the tip of the rod, they'll be making enough noise for me to hear it to hopefully get out and strike the rod. So that's how we're going to be taking care of registering a bite. In terms of the angling, guys, as I said, I'm going to be concentrating over that far side. What I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to cast the marker rod over there. I'm looking for the bottom of the shelf. It sort of raises up to the margins there where you've got all that snaggy tree line and the pads and that area there. You're looking at about sort of, currently with the water as it is, probably about 3 foot, maybe 4 foot maximum. And then at the bottom of the shelf there, I'm probably dropping down into 7 foot. Once I've found the depth I want, I'm going to pop the marker up. And at that point, I'm going to be grabbing my bait, walking around the other side of the lake. It's a little bit of a jungle out there, so it might be a bit of a scramble with the bait to get round there. But once I'm there, I know I'm only going to be 15, 20 foot away from the marker, and I can proper precision bait then. I can do a nice line of boilies. I'm going to get 2 rods either side of the marker, and then there's a a buoy just to the sort of left-hand side of the swim, which sort of is connected to the aerator line, and it's that buoy I'm going to target with a throwing stick from this bank and just pepper it in a big area, and the other sort of left-hand rod is going to go onto that area there. That'll be putting me in about 14 foot of water. So those are the two sort of scenarios I've got going on my head. That's how we're going to edge our bets. So without further ado, let's get these little fellas set up and let's get this no-tech angling session underway. So I grabbed the marker rod and cast it out to the far margin. After messing around for a bit, I finally found the depth I was after, 7 foot. Popped the marker up, and now it's just a case of getting around that far side through the jungle. Making my way through the overgrown far bank, wrestling with fallen trees and swampy areas, I finally arrived at the clearing where I could see the marker float. This would put me around 20 foot away from the area, where I could now bait up perfectly. I didn't go mad, I probably used about 1.5 kilos of boilies, working either side of the float where I could comfortably get 2 rods. This would set the session up nicely. Now it's just a case of getting back to the swim and getting the rods out. Oh my days, oh that was a race against the clock. Running in waders in 20 degrees ain't the one. I mean, I'm so hot. Glad to get them off. But yeah, we made it through the woodland. Felt like a frigging chimp running through there. Bait went out a tree, nice and close. So when you can precision bait, there's no better confidence. And got a nice spread either side of the marker. Didn't go mental. Probably put 1.5 kilos out of boilies over the 2 rods. And the best thing about it, being over there, I was close enough with the catapult to bait up the buoy that's on the aerator line. So managed to get a nice bit of bait out over that as well. Probably 0.5 kilo of boilies, which is going to be my left hand rod over there. So all in all, it's ready to get the rods out. I'll run you through the rigs and all that later once I've got these out on the spots, but for now we're baited up. Let's get them on the spots now, and hopefully let's see if we can catch a no-tech carp. So while Henry was busy chilling out on the bank, I was busy in the bivvy making the rigs. 3 rigs, all going out on the same, the ever faithful snowman. These are all tied using a new prototype hook link and a straight point curved shank hook in a size 4. All rods wrapped up and all deployed, sailing out nicely onto the baited areas. After the cast, the rod bells were attached onto the tip of the rods and we were angling. Alright, so that is all 3 rods on the money. I'm just clipping on the last C-rod bell, so I'm putting them in front of the bobbin. So basically, as we get the take, the bobbin will hit the bell. As the bobbin's bouncing about, you'll then get the jingle jingle. Do you know what I mean? You can hear that, I'm sure. So that's what's going to be waking me up, along with the one on the tips of the rods as well, because the rods are slightly sort of, hello mate, because the rods are slightly on an angle in the sky. As the fish is taking line, the tip of the rod's going to bounce, so we're going to get noise from the tips and we're going to get noise from the bobbins as well. What do you reckon, dude? Are we on for a fish? Should be on for a fish, aren't we? But yeah, we can done all we can now. It's over bait, they're positioned, they're right, they went out sweet as a nut, they felt down lovely. So what do you reckon, mate? Should we get some food? Should we have some tea? Should we have some tea, and fingers crossed, hopefully one of these rattles off, yeah? Sounds good. Come on in, mate, let's get some tea. Oh. Bit of an evening update for you as the afternoon has dwindled away. It's getting on for sort of 4:30 at the moment. It's gone really overcast, bit of rain due later, just perfect carpy weather. I'm enjoying the cup of tea as well, and I tell you what, I found the edge in carp angling. Now I know us carp anglers, we all love a biscuit, and I found the biscuits. These are the ones, chocolate orange cookies. Oh my days. Lewis Porter has always questioned my taste in biscuits. He ain't arguing with these. I'm probably going to take these to the next podcast and see if I can finally get him to go, yeah, they're the ones. But anyway, yeah, that is the edge today anyway. I was hoping they'd bring me a little bit of luck. In terms of the angling, you've probably seen from the footage earlier, I've gone all out snowman on all 3 rods. I've sort of gone back to fishing the snowman lately. It's the method I probably started carping with sort of 25 years ago, and it's just gone full circle. We all get involved and go down the tracks of latest fads and different rigs, and some of them are like Meccano sets, aren't they now? So yeah, just going back to basics, back to the Snowman. The only thing I've changed is the aligner liners, where you've got the braid exiting the shrink tube sort of a couple of mil before the end. That definitely helps the braid react quicker. It turns quicker because the braid is connected, if you like, to the shrink tube. So that is the only thing I've changed recently on it compared to what I did all those years ago. But yeah, love fishing the Snowman, all out boilie fishing. I love that sort of style. So yeah, we've gone all eggs in one basket on all 3 rods, boilies only, Snowman as hook bait in amongst all those freebies. But yeah, it's all looking good. I am confident. You know, the rods went out right. The weather's perfect. I've got the breeze blowing into the swim. I can't tick any more boxes now. It's over to a little bit of sprinkling a lady luck now if we get one. I really, really hope I can put a carp in front of the camera for you guys. I really, really do. Actually, weirdly looking forward to it getting dark as well, because it means I can use my bush light. As we say, this is no tech carp angling, so nothing that requires a battery is being used. The only thing we're using is the camera equipment to film this session. But yeah, massive firm favourite of the bush light. I used to use this a lot back in the day, to be fair. So weirdly looking forward to getting that lit again and having a bit of candlelight. Candlelight for one. Well, 2. Got the little hound here, haven't we, as well? But either way, we're angling. The rods are right. I know the rigs are sitting pretty. Just need a little bit of sprinkling of lady luck now. So fingers crossed, we'll see how we get on. But if anything happens, yes, I'll be the first to know. Well, the rain arrived that evening, and just like the rain clouds turning up, so did the carp. A subtle drop back on my middle rod, and I was away. Well guys, we are in. We heard the little bells bubbling away, or tinkling away should we say, and we are in. It's just gone 5 o'clock. Never played a carp with bells tinkling away. It's been absolutely hammering down with rain this last sort of hour or so. Hopefully can navigate this carp through these pads. Yeah, I think it's picked up the other line, but get in that net, get in. Yes. Oh, wicked, absolutely wicked. We've got one. Oh, that's mega. Nice little scaly one, only little, but check him out. He looks cool, doesn't he, Henry? It's always nice to get off the mark, isn't it, eh? Always nice to get off the mark. And within the first few hours as well, so we can't moan at that. I mean, listen, he's only a little one. He's a little tiny one, but he's a belter. He's an absolute belter. Definitely one for the future. But he is going to be proper angry. I'm going to probably smash. One for the future, but a lovely little belter. Have a look at him. He's so cool. Like, he's not even, well, what would you give it? 9, possibly £10, a scraper double, but a cracking little mirror all the same. And either way, we're up and running on this no tech carp angling film. So yeah, he is going to be one for the future, that's for sure. But happy, like I say, that the spot's rocking, and if he's feeding there, there's going to be others feeding there, and I'm hoping the others are a little bit bigger. So not to sort of discredit a fish, a catch, you know, you still got to be happy with what you're catching, and I am really chuffed to have a lovely little one like this. But as anglers, we always want a bigger fish, don't we? So we'll get this one back, we'll get the rods back on their spots because unfortunately it picked up the other line as well. And yeah, I'll probably put a bit of throwing stick action over there now and just sort of pepper the area just to top it up as we're going into the night. But without further ado, let's get this little one back and get the rods back out there. All right, mate, all right, all right. Angry, angry. So the morning arrived and the lake was looking pretty lifeless to say the least, until my left-hand rod started to give out a few jingles, followed by a drop back bite. Well, good morning, and we are in. It's just gone 7 AM. I've just put the kettle on and I just heard the little tinkling of the bells. But this is the rod over by the aerator line on that buoy. It feels a better fish. I'm hoping it's a better fish. You can never tell, but this is the one in the deeper water. Got another stock here by the looks of it. But either way, we are playing a morning carp. And that's the main thing. It's quite nice playing a fish with a little jingle jingle going on, isn't it? Probably would annoy everyone else on the lake, but I'm having fun. That's the main thing. Come here, mate. Oi. Well, a very good morning, and there's no better way to start the day than playing a fish, is there? Absolutely chuffed with that, really am. I sort of woke up, swung my legs off the bed, put the kettle on for a first brew, and heard a little jingle, and yeah, as you can see on the bite, the noise I heard was the bell falling on the floor as I looked over there, and the bobbin's giving it all that, and yeah, we're away on the aerator line rod. So yeah, that is actually bite number 3. We had one late last night as well, so, well, say late night, sort of 1 AM in the morning. The same rod we had the first fish on rattled off, and that resulted in, again, same sort of size, a low double. Didn't get the cameras out, I just sort of filmed him on the mat and then sort of slipped him back. But yeah, either way, we're 3 bites to the good. I haven't got amongst the big ones this trip, but do you know what? We're here on a sort of 24-hour session on a no-tech angling piece, and we've had 3 bites. There's a few hours left as well. We have got a few hours left. I'm going to start packing up slowly now. But we're 3 bites to the good, that's the thing. And you never know, it could happen in the last couple of hours for me, and we could get one of the bigger residents. But either way, we've got a lovely little fish in the net at the moment. We'll get him out, show you what we've got. Looks a lovely little scaly one. But yeah, not a bad start to the day. Well guys, this is the result of that morning bite, and if Carlsberg did carp, they look like that. Check him out. What an absolute little belter he is. These carp for the future are going to be something else when they start coming through. But yeah, he is absolutely fantastic, isn't he? And he's just as gorgeous the other side as well. But that brings to an end 24 hours no-tech carp angling. 3 bites to the good. Unfortunately, I haven't managed to get amongst any of the big residents, but these little ones more than make up for it, that's for sure. But yeah, job done. Am I looking forward to getting back with a bit of tech? Absolutely. Ditching the bells and back on the alarms, that's for sure. But the bush light, I think that'll be staying. So from me, the little hound, and this beautiful little scaly one, we will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.